Family. So recently we came across this video of Chrisean Rock drinking and clubbing while she's pregnant. Now, I believe all of us know very well that when you're pregnant, you shouldn't be in a club with some crazy vulgar music and especially drinking alcohol. That's just pregnancy 101. You want to take care of the baby. Everything you eat is for you and the baby at the same time. So we end up finding out that this baby, many are saying that this baby came out with a condition called fetal alcohol syndrome. And then there's other people saying that the baby came out with cat syndrome, cat cry syndrome. Either way, people are seeing that the face could possibly be disformed due to the alcohol that she was drinking. Now, I personally don't want to speak that over the baby's life, but at the same time, we do have evidence right here of Chrisean Rock drinking while she's pregnant, which is very unfortunate. Things like this should not be done. So it seems as if people took it into their own hands to call like child CPS, because not only was she doing this throughout the entire pregnancy, but now it seems as if she's low-key neglecting the baby after the baby's been born. So in this video right here, I'm gonna just show you guys a quick clip if you guys didn't catch the video from yesterday. I mean, she's trying to sip every little last ounce in that cup. It's almost as if she's sipping to get drunk. And now you have to think about what that does to the baby. The alcohol goes through the bloodstream. And the baby is literally feeding off of Chrisean's cells, blood, food, nutrients, and everything like that. I ain't have my first zip of alcohol till I was 19. Thinking about it that way. Or 20, I don't know. But that's besides the point. Now we have Chrisean Rock breaking down after the cops get called on her. So people took it into their own hands and said, nah, I can't let this go down. Let's see what's going on in this video.
Had a major breakdown after somebody called the cops to take Junior away from her. Now, if you
see, they were saying that the eyes were just too far apart, but I don't want to
keeping up with Chrisean, then you know that people have been threatening to call the authorities ever since Blue exposed her. The threats got even worse recently when Chrisean tattooed Blue's mugshot on her face. And as if that wasn't bad enough, Junior's medical condition got exposed, and it turns out he has fetal alcohol syndrome. She lost thousands of followers and received threats from people about calling the authorities on her. But it looks like somebody actually went through with that threat and reported her to Child Protective Services. And word on the street is there's a very real chance that Chrisean could lose custody of Junior if complaints keep coming. But before we get into all that, let me just give you a little breakdown about how things got this bad in the first place. Because the whole world is tired of this girl's BS, and it's nobody's fault but hers. Alright, so this whole mess started a few days ago when Chrisean announced on IG she was moving back into Blueface's house. A lot of people were disappointed, but they weren't surprised, because this isn't the first time Chrisean had acted like a
most of her content is based off of how much she hates Blueface. Now she's moving back in.
Clown and pulled a stunt like this. However, the real backlash came a few days after this, when she posted a photo on IG revealing a new tattoo of Blueface that she'd gotten on her face. This immediately pissed people off, and they started going in on her. Things got so bad that she lost over 200,000 followers just a few hours later. The post pulled over 400,000 comments, and nobody was on that girl's side. One person said, "Sad as F." Same girl who was just wishing he was in jail for exposing her son on Twitter. Do better. And baby, when I tell you they were dragging her for filth in them comments, I ain't even exaggerating. And it looks like Chrisean definitely felt the heat, because she jumped on IG Live to address the whole situation. But when she was on live, everybody noticed Junior crying hysterically in the back. And instead of Chrisean pausing the live to attend to her baby, she just kept on talking while the boy was just crying in the back. And what made people even more concerned was the fact that the cry didn't sound regular at all, and Chrisean didn't care enough to check up on him. And even when she finally did, she just gave him a toy to play with and jumped right back on live. Like, you can't make this up.
Who else? Like, everybody with my mother, you just mad that it's not you. What did you talk about? All right, and then let's really get into the nitty gritty though. Let's really getting nitty gritty. It's not fake. So I don't know why I keep saying it's fake. I just got it professionally done.
She's talking about the tattoo.
Where they do like some real good shit. Two, and it's crazy because yeah, he's just popping it. My son be talking and shit.
However, that was just the beginning of this whole mess, because right after that, she got dragged again after she went on another IG Live with Junior. People quickly noticed how unusual his face looked and started to speculate if he had
Man, comment down below what y'all thinking. Now, I would say that it's unfortunate, but I would say that the baby's only gonna end up being as healthy as the mom. But that's just logically speaking. Obviously, anything can happen. The baby could come out very, very healthy. But if the mom is just going out of her way to intentionally do unhealthy things to her body and the baby, then probabilities, you're just decreasing the probabilities of a healthy baby.
fetal alcohol syndrome. He had all the physical signs of the condition, which included a small head, small eye opening, low nasal bridge, flat mid-face, thin upper lip, etc. The moment people found out about this, they started bashing Chrisean because they felt like her irresponsible behavior is what caused this to happen in the first place. Now, if y'all remember, Chrisean was definitely in the club every other night drinking while she was pregnant. She spent the entire pregnancy in the club and hardly stayed at home. And after this whole back-to-back controversy, Chrisean just kept losing followers every single day because folks are genuinely sick of her mess. It got so bad that somebody actually took it upon themselves to call the police because she was unfit to take care of Junior. And all that went down a few days ago too. So she went on IG Live to talk about how awful she felt about the ongoing war between Israel and Palestine. She was getting all emotional, talking about the innocent lives that have been lost. But while she was talking, she heard a knock on the door. And when she opened it, it was the cops. Apparently, somebody had anonymously called in to make a report about Junior.
What is going on with that country? Because I'm like, damn, I'm watching all this damn grief on my phone. I start praying and like, Lord, Lord, glory, glory. I keep saying, Lord, Lord, glory, glory. Bless their heart. It's like, went in straight pray mode, bro. Like, I ain't seen so much death on my motherfucking phone. I was like, what the bro, why the is the cops at the door?
Huh? Why is what? What's that?
It's popos at the door. What? I don't know.
Uh-oh.
What the I'm about to get off of here. It's that weird neighbor.
I know, trust me, he's probably doing something, right?
Just you better get it figured out. You know what I'm saying? Cops is at the door. Yeah. Cops is at the door.
What's even worse is that her possibility of losing custody of Junior isn't the only legal trouble she has to deal with, because James Wright also just pressed charges against her for physically attacking him. Now, if y'all remember, Chrisean put her hands on James a couple months ago and left him with a damaged face and
Chrisean, why you beating up James? You could tell he ain't the most masculine dude. Why you taking advantage, Chrisean? Why you doing that to James right there? He ain't want to fight. Why you had to beat him up, Chrisean? I hope you ain't do that while you were pregnant. I hope you ain't do it while you pregnant, cause you know what I'm saying. Yo, leave James alone. Okay?
physically attacking him. Now, if y'all remember, Chrisean put her hands on James a couple months ago and left him with a damaged face and a set of broken teeth after she missed her spot to perform on stage with Tamar Braxton. Apparently, she was scheduled to perform as a guest artist, but she missed it because she went out to look for her friend. By the time she came back, her time was up and she wasn't allowed to get on stage anymore. So she got really angry about it, and James became the victim of that anger, leading him to end up in the hospital with some real serious injuries. Now, at the time,
she over here looking for the weakest link. You know, she over here looking. Come on, Chrisean, you got to do better than that.
with some real serious injuries. Now, at the time, Tamar's best friend LaTroy went on an explosive rant and threatened to file a lawsuit against her, but a lot of people thought he was just bluffing.
I don't even care at this point. Whoever want to get mad at me can get mad at me. Y'all gotta stop. First of all, let me tell you about this ghetto, disgusting gutter butt. I don't even want to call her a girl.
What?
First of all, she's trash. She should have never been at my show. So she.
Have you ever heard that before? I have never heard of gutter butt. Ew. That just sound nasty.
She come to Tamar concert, which I planned, and I will say that, drunk with 1,000 people, smelling like, looking dumb, okay? And so she makes music. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? And apparently she wanted to drop a beat. So she was mad that she didn't get to perform. I didn't know she was a performer. And even if I did know she was a performer, she was not getting on the stage that everybody has worked their off to make. So she called, first of all, y'all see the video. She was up there, a drunk fool, okay? Now she Cardi took your man upset because she didn't get to perform. So, again, y'all saw her show her dumb during Love and War. She ruined the song, she ruined the concert, she ruined the moment. So then she go backstage and she is upset, okay? Because she didn't get to perform her ringtone. So she storms in Tamar's dressing room with 1,000 people, okay? And everybody's like, nobody knew you were supposed to perform a song. We didn't even know that you made music. We thought you was on Zeus. Right? So everybody's trying to calm her down. She's in there, ruh, like a dungeon dragon, right? So then James is like, oh, it wasn't on purpose. Like, nobody tried to, like, shade you. We didn't know that you were supposed to sing. She like, lie again. And James like, no, nobody knew. And she hit James right in his face, chipped James' tooth. James' face is bloody. James is at the hospital.
LaTroy also said he had no intentions of letting this go, and he's going to be working with Tamar to make sure Chrisean goes to prison for what she did.
Now, because his nose will not stop bleeding. She's going to prison. And I promise you, and we can cancel all this right now. You don't come to nobody's show. Everybody has worked their behind off to make this tour amazing.
I'm not gonna lie, like, bruh, you rarely ever hear a case where a dude like slaps or punches a guy in the face and she goes to jail for that. I think he might be forgetting that the dude that she punched is still a guy. So that's gonna be a hard case to fight there. But it's possible. You know what I'm saying? It's possible. Most of the time, it'll just be like, yeah, nah, shorty punched me in the face. She's wilding. You know what I'm saying? But, hey.
You know what I'm saying? And we don't have a lot of help. So never will I ever let anyone get away coming to anything that anybody I know and care about plan and work hard for and assault them, and I'm letting it go. So I want everybody to let Chrisean know, whoever she is and whatever she does, I'm coming for every coin she has. And y'all know me, I'm not going to stop. I can't stop, won't stop Rockefeller Records. You do not come to my show and assault people that are working.
We get it.
Well, it looks like he wasn't just bluffing after all, because according to court documents, James actually filed that lawsuit and will be dragging Chrisean to court very soon. Now, as for Chrisean, it looks like the heat is catching up to her, because right after she was slapped with the lawsuit, she announced it on Twitter that she was getting out of the country. She said, "Vacation is more my speed. Thank God I can wake up and fly anywhere." Child, she needs to start working on her public image, because she is now on the CPS radar, and they're going to be monitoring her closely until they gather enough evidence to snatch her son from her for good. Now, as usual, people had a whole lot to say about this situation, like this person who said, "At this point, someone needs to take a step in and investigate. Had this been anyone else, the baby would have been taken. I really pray he doesn't have fetal alcohol syndrome. This is no joke." Another person said, "So many of us have been..."
I'm not gonna lie, I heard that syndrome, like, it messes like with your it messes with you neurologically, like your brain, like slows it down a little bit. You know, there's like a lot of other side effects and stuff, but it is more serious than just like a facial defect, you can say.
Saying that baby was special needs, and we was right. What makes it so bad, people continue to defend her and her actions. I just wonder what excuses y'all gonna make when y'all can no longer deny it. But now I want to know your thoughts on this whole mess. What do y'all think about...
Hey, bro. See, my thing is, I don't know why she would punch James in the face. You see? Why you have to do James like that, Chrisean? Like you get in fights with Blueface, okay? That's enough work. You get what I'm saying? There's no reason to beat up James over here, Chrisean, okay? Now, but on a more serious note, I mean, I believe it's very agreeable that what she was doing while she was pregnant was very messed up. Comment down below. Do y'all think that the baby should be taken from her, from CPS, and given to someone else for that custody, whether it's like Blueface or some other relative that's, you know, I guess just has more respect for their body and the baby? Or do y'all believe that she should be given that time to grow with the baby and things of that nature? Comment down below any opinions or thoughts that you had on this topic right here, because I do read y'all comments. Make sure you do smash the like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one the same way you're going to catch me in the next one. Peace.